Hello darlings, I am Cassandra. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for coming. In today's video, darling, I am going to show you how to make a handmade oracle deck using your healing handmade sock doll. Now this is part 5 in a series where I have not uploaded the video yet on how to make the sock doll. However, I do have several sock doll tutorials on my channel that you can use to enchant. Darling, the doll will talk to you. You will put the appropriate herbs and oils and gemstones and imbue her with the, I don't want to say magical, but yes, the magical energy, and she will tell you what to put on the oracle deck. The name of this doll is Camellia. She's an anti-anxiety doll, and I place gemstones inside of her to relieve or reduce anxiety. So in this video, I'm just giving you like a really brief overview of the process of when I was making her, and then we're going to go ahead and get started with this oracle deck, which your doll is going to inspire you on exactly what you need to do in order to get her talking, child. So you're going to need your doll, your handmade sock doll, a camera, some paper, a printer, some Mod Podge, a marker. Now this is the fabric that I use for the doll's dress, and I wanted to put this fabric on the back of my handmade oracle deck because I wanted it to align with the doll. I wanted it to coordinate. So this is Camellia, and this is her dress, and all of her magic is on the inside, darling. And we're going to go ahead and get started with the process of how I made her the cards. So I use PowerPoint. I took a picture with my camera. You can use your phone camera, it doesn't matter which type of camera, child. So I took pictures of the doll. I wanted to get this video out. It's some century, so I didn't want to take too many pictures, but I took some pictures of her and I loaded it up on my PowerPoint, and I took the picture of the fabric that I used for her dress, and I also I used the box. So I put the picture of the dress, and then I put the picture of the doll on top of the fabric picture to make sure that they matched up perfectly. So all I'm doing right here, guys, is taking the pictures that I took of my doll, I loaded it up to PowerPoint, and then I used some free clip art that's on PowerPoint, like the butterflies and I think the ladybug and just the little flowers. You can find copyright free clip art online as well, and I just added it to the pictures. And once I laid out the pictures on the cards, in the frames in PowerPoint, I printed it out. I just have a regular printer. I use 110-pound paper. I'm not sure if the proper term is pound, but for some reason I know it's 110 something paper, but I think it's pound though. It's a little firm. Don't do the 120 because it's way too thick. Well, at least for my printer it wouldn't go through, but 110 is perfect. So you're going to print the back side separately, and you're going to print the front separately. Now, even if you can print it one side and the other, you won't be able to do the next step, which is what adds the real magic to it, y'all. These cards will be so magical that it would kind of give you, you'll feel like, what? You'll get chills. I'm serious. So you're going to use your Mod Podge, and I don't know what made me think it is, but you're going to use Mod Podge, and you're going to pour it into a clean container, and then you're going to start to add your oils. Like I use Psychic Intuition oil, Solomon's Solomon oil, because you know he was known for his wisdom. Gypsy Queen oil. There's a variety of oils, as you'll see in the video. I show them to the camera, and I add everything inside of my Mod Podge. Oh, including my deer's tongue. I forgot about that. That's a herb for being able to communicate, or you know, to give you psychic ability. And you just stir everything up nice with a wooden spatula, child, a little wooden stick or whatever you call them. Mix it up, and I just took a regular paintbrush, and I I use the glue with all of the oils on the inside, and I paint the mixture on the back, inside. Like usually I paint it on the inside of the back of the card, and then I place the front of the card on top of it. I use my hand to press it out like any of the excess glue in the middle, and I'll just use the bottom of my hand, so to speak. If you make a fist, the bottom of my hand, just to smooth over it. And that's how I make my handmade oracle deck. Now this is my handmade oracle deck, my anti-anxiety handmade oracle deck, featuring Camellia, who is guiding me and suggesting what I should type on each card. Now this was just a partial part of the deck. I wanted to, I was so excited about it, I just wanted to get the video out. There are a few more cards that I still need to make. I'll know because Camellia will stop talking to me, and I'll know that the deck is complete. So this is the back of the card, and I'm just using, you should place some wax paper down. I didn't do it. I did it later though. And you just go ahead, use your paintbrush to brush the glue, the Mod Podge magical formula, child, on the inside, right? And then you're going to take the front of the card again, and you're going to just place it in the top. Go ahead and do all of the cards like that. And after that, you're going to go ahead, and I like to use a gold, I think it's a paint Sharpie. Yeah, it's a paint Sharpie. And I like to color in all of the edges around the card, because that gives it a more polished, magical look, like a from some ancient scene. So look at the card. So this is the card, and child, this smells so good. It smells magical. You hear me? And in order to continue to enchant the cards with your energy, I found the best way to do it is to actually sleep with the deck. I know that sounds crazy, but just lay it under your pillow, and when you're feeling a little, maybe a little anxious, you just calm down. I would talk to Camellia and hold her energy next to you, which making her is a whole nother video, which is a part of the series. But talk to your doll, hold her near you, and then you're going to pick a card. You're going to meditate on that card, think about that card, and journal with that card. So this is my process on how I make all of my tarot decks. I let the dolls talk to me. I use the doll's image, and I use the formula that I just shared with you. Now, one of the things I want to tell you is that you can use anything to make a tarot deck, but I personally believe the more of your own personal energy that goes into the images, into the pictures, into making it, the more powerful that deck will be for you. I mean, you will find that my decks are so personal to me that sometimes I look around the room to see who's in there. It's otherworldly for me personally. So, and the dolls, if you listen, and no matter what the dolls say, it may sound crazy to you, just go with it, because it's coming from another place. Like the first thing that Camellia said to me was that you are living your life in reverse. Everything has already happened, so you have nothing to worry about. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Enjoy the rest of this video, where I'm just pretty much adding the gold rim trim around the edges. And I'm going to show you a few of the cards, and that was created through Kamalia, the handmade sock doll. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching.